Okay. So can I ask, how
Sure.
many times have you been here in the Philippines?
Oh, 450. No, I don't know.
Like, wow, really?
Since 98, probably more than 28, 29 times. We come here at least once or maybe twice a year. Sometimes I get to bring my wife and son, and we just actually I just brought them in December. We did some concerts and recorded Crazy Beautiful, and we went to Baraka.
Oh, I haven't even made it to Baraka yet.
It's nice.
Really?
It's Baraka. It's what it is. So we had some fun.
So you have obviously everybody knows you have a really, really big following, not only internationally but here. We have a lot of fans. So although you've come here so many times, does it ever is it always fresh? Is it still new when you get to see all your fans?
You know, it's always fresh, and we have so many friends here that we've made over the years, and it's a glorious experience. I enjoy it every time. You know, from time to time, I kind of forget sometimes. I go, well, gee, you know, I'm going back to the Philippines, and then I arrive and I drive through the street and I go, oh, here it is. And it feels very much like a second home to me. It really does, and I enjoy it so much.
So you can drive in the Philippines?
No.
Oh. I was like, you can drive in the Philippines, really?
I could, but I might be a little, maybe a little tense. It's funny, everyone's like dolphins here when they drive. Because there are very few crashes. I'm amazed. I mean, everyone kind of like, this guy cuts this guy off, but he kind of knows it. And he cuts him off and he goes, oh, okay.
I know, it's just like, okay, just go with it.
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's interesting.
Well, that's cool. Would you ever want to try driving? Just to experience it?
Yes, of course.
They say that if you
I'm
can
a macho
drive,
man.
they say if you can drive in the Philippines or in Manila, you can drive anywhere.
That could probably be true. I'm from New York City, so I have a little taste of being on guard, driving it like this. But here it's a little more, even more intense, I think.
The rules of the road don't apply. There are no such thing as rules of the road. Just don't crash.
That's
Just don't crash. That's the only
of course.
rule.
That's all you need.
Very neat. So, is there any social media that our friends and everyone that's watching can follow you on to catch up with the latest happenings?
Well, you know, I'm sort of a beginner on that subject. We have a Facebook page.
Oh, nice. What is your Facebook
Yeah,
page?
it's Facebook. It's a fan page. I have no idea. Is it supposed to have a name? You just Google my name and go Facebook fan page.
Okay.
That's good, right?
Okay.
He says yes. Okay. And I think I'm on Twitter too. I am on Twitter actually.
Okay, everyone.
I'll get the hang of it. Next time I come, I'll be like.
I have a Twitter now. I have a Facebook, and I have an
exactly.
Instagram.
But Facebook I'm enjoying because I can actually put up new photos and talk to my friends and say, I'm going here, I'm going there, and they respond. It's quite nice.
What is your the most favorite thing about the Philippines? As many times you've been here, what's the one thing you always come back to?
It's the people. And I know that that's kind of a corny thing to say, but it is always, always the people that I meet here. It's a very dear group. Reminds me of family. My family's from Russia.
Oh, wow.
Both sides of the family, and there's a warmth. There's an old world. They call it the old world of Europe, and there's a warmth. There's a family experience, and I feel it very much like here. It's a very similar, warm experience. The family stays together. Friends are friends forever. And
Everyone's kind of connected.
Everyone's connected, and it's not that way everywhere in the world, you know. And it's quite dear. So. That's just the answer. That is my favorite thing about coming here.
Have you tried all the Filipino foods?
Not all.
Have you tried balut?
No.
It's okay, I haven't tried it either.
I can't imagine just crunching on the chewy little critter. I can't imagine. I have tried things. I had what's the word with the pig face?
Oh, sisig.
Sisig.
You tried sisig, okay.
I have. I didn't know it was sisig, and a friend of mine put it in a pizza.
Wow, sisig pizza?
Yes, they put it in a pizza, and they were all I'm eating. I love pizza, so I'm eating pizza, and they were laughing. Why are they laughing? And then
like, this is really good.
I took a crunch, and it went, and it doesn't sound like pizza. And they told me it was sisig, and I said, oh my.
You're like, oh.
It was all right. It was all right.
So that's the most exotic thing you've had?
Yes, well, yes, I think so. It's the most exotic. But I like Filipino foods, basically. I like adobo, a chicken adobo very much, and pancit, and quite a lot of that. Yeah.
When was the last time you were here? You said December.
Yeah.
So what was one thing that you brought back from the Philippines with you when you went back home? Whether it be a memory, an object, anything.
That's a nice question. Well, that particular trip, well, you know, it was the first time my family and I had taken a non-work vacation together in many years. Maybe never, to be honest with you, because there's always a concert or there's always something happening, and it was nothing happening. So what I came back home with were some beautiful memories with my family being tourists. You know,
really
doing the tourist things and not having to perform or get ready for a show or anything. That was very, very dear to me and important to me, to us all.
Okay. Well, that was a really nice answer to my question.
Oh,
Thank you,
good.
Mr. Pomeranz. It's such a pleasure to be able to have this conversation, this interview with you. And I believe you have another song, right?
I do. I'll do On This Day.
Oh, okay, perfect. I know that's a favorite because I heard some people cheering while you were practicing earlier. All right, so without further ado, Mr. David Pomeranz.
Thank you very much. I'm going to stand up here. All right. Here we stand today, like we always dreamed, starting out our lives together. The light is in your eyes. Love is in our hearts. I can't believe you're really mine forever. Been rehearsing for this moment all my life, so don't act surprised if the feeling starts to carry me away. On this day, I promise forever. On this day, I surrender my heart. Here I stand. Take my hand, and I will honor every word that I say on this day. Not so long ago, the earth was just a field, a cold and lonely space without you. Now everything's alive, now everything's revealed, and the story of my life is all about you. Oh, if you feel the cool wind blowing through your eyes, I will shelter you. I'm forever here to chase your fears away. On this day, I promise forever. On this day, I surrender my heart. Here I stand. Take my hand, and I will honor every word that I say on this day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby. I've been rehearsing for this moment all my life, so don't act surprised if the feeling starts to carry me away. On this day, I promise forever. On this day, I surrender my heart. Here we stand, like God planned. Please say you'll always look at me
Letters and Music, the story of your life.